Welcome to today's podcast with Nanz. On today's episode, I'm especially excited because I've got the awesome Kumar Sharma and Rashi Narula at studio with me. Hello, guys.
Hello,
Hi.
namaste.
Namaste. How are you?
Good, good.
That's
Amazing,
good.
yes.
Yeah. So, Kumar, Rashi, we've just done a Kathak workshop with you this past weekend.
Yes.
And it's been amazing, and what a humbling experience for me.
Thank you.
And I just want to say thank you for that. Rashi, you're an amazing dancer. Oh my God.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, and so I'm very happy and pleased to have you here with me. Kumar.
Same here.
Oh, thank you. Kumar, I'm going to get straight into it.
Mm-hmm.
When you did the Kathak Fusion shape of you,
Okay.
did you realize what you had done and the fact that it had gone viral so quickly? Like, it was madness. That
Yeah.
track took the dance fraternity by storm. When you were choreographing it and putting it together, did you ever think it would go that viral?
I think I'm telling here for the first time
Huh.
that video. There are two things which people don't know about the video. The first, there is not even one member of Kathak Rocker in that.
What?
Yeah.
Two, I was not sure should I put this online or not. I think I thought at least 5-6 times I should put it or not. But then I just put it online because I thought everyone's efforts were there.
Yeah.
But I was not actually satisfied with the dancing which happened in the video.
Really?
Yeah.
And yet that is the one that catapulted you
Yeah,
to a
actually.
completely another level.
Yeah, I mean, I always thank Krishna for that. He made everything possible. He made it happen. So, basically, when I was shifted to Mumbai, in
Where are you
2000
from? Where are you from?
So basically, I'm from Ludhiana,
Ludhiana.
Punjab.
Okay.
That's where all the Kathak Rockers come from.
You as well, Rashi?
Yes.
Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
yeah.
So when I started my dance school in Ludhiana,
Mm-hmm.
so of course everyone was so dance school is nearby my home. Was
Yeah.
nearby my home.
Yeah.
So that's how everyone is
And
nearby my
everybody
home.
lived around as well.
Yeah,
Close
yeah,
by.
close
Okay.
by. So yes, so that's how it is. So it is so good that all the rockers they live nearby.
So when you
And-
go home, you all go home together.
Yeah, we all go home together.
Oh, that's
yes.
amazing.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing because they are from the first batch in my dance school back then. I used to have, which so yeah. So I think I was in my class 10 plus 1, 11th standard
Yeah.
when I started my dance school.
Okay. Did you always, like, how old were you when you started learning Kathak, and how did you get into Kathak?
Okay, so I think I was never going to be a dancer. Kathak is very far, okay?
It was that how what you thought of growing up? That you,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I mean I was so shy.
Yeah.
I couldn't even dance in a cousin's wedding.
Oh.
So I was that shy, you know. So I could not even dance on DJs and as a kid.
Yeah.
But my father, he used to be a music lover. So he used to sing in his college times.
Okay.
And my mother also likes singing. So she is there in a Mahila Sankirtan Mandal.
Okay, so it's a
Okay.
musical family then.
Yeah, you can say because my mom, dad, both of them, they love singing.
Okay.
But dancing, no one was there. So
Okay.
singing, definitely, my interest came from mom, dad. I got it as a gift from them.
Yeah.
So I was 3 years old. So my mom always used to take me to temple where she used to sing. So I used to watch her singing and playing dholak. So
Oh.
that's how I learned playing dholak.
Okay.
And I started singing when I was 3. So I was in KG or nursery standard when I sang my first bhajan in school on Children's Day.
Oh.
And I still remember, we have that picture at home.
And what song was it?
It was Lord Krishna's song again. It was a bhajan.
Bhajan.
Yeah, it was a bhajan. So I can see in the picture the dholak is bigger than me what I'm playing.
Oh, shit.
And my teacher was holding it and I'm playing and singing.
Aw.
So everyone just loved it. That's where, my school music teacher saw me and she started training me. Madam Mrs. Shakuntala ji.
Yeah.
She's always been inspiration to me. So she started taking my music classes. She started taking me to inter-school competitions. I started winning all of them.
Wow.
And yeah, I was in school. I was famous as singer.
Oh.
So they used to call me Kumar singer.
Oh, and did you believe that you were one day going to get into singing maybe?
Yeah, it was my dream. I always wanted to become singer. My father always wanted me to be a singer,
yeah.
famous singer. So I did a lot of shows, inter school, then maybe inter district,
Yeah.
then interstate, then national. Even I went for national competitions also. I tried for so many singing reality shows also.
Yeah.
I went till Mumbai, but I could not make to top 10 of any TV show.
Yeah.
Singing competitions. But obviously I was auditioning when I was a kid.
Yeah, little.
But then, I was kid. So then, because of my singing, I met my dance guruji. So Pandit Sitaram ji, he was from Jaipur Gharana. He's no more now.
Okay.
But yeah, he must be watching from somewhere.
And must be very proud of the work you guys do. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And he used to love my singing. So because he was from Jaipur Gharana, so he was equally good singer, dancer, musician. So a lot of people from Jaipur Gharana, they are equally good. They learn the whole music.
Arts, the full arts program.
Dance, music and singing.
Yeah.
That's how we have a theory that Sangeet is only complete when there is Gayan, Vadan and Nritya.
Yeah.
All these three things. So I knew how to play harmonium. I used to play harmonium. I used to sing. So yeah, the dance was the only thing which was missing. But anyhow, it started. So actually, I started learning classical music from my dance guruji. So he used to come at my home, and he used to give me personal lessons for classical music.
Yeah.
And I think I did training for 1.5 years.
Okay.
And then he said one day, he had a chat with my parents. He said, I want to take him as a background singer for my choreographies. So my parents said, he's very young. He's
How
a kid.
How old were you?
I think I was in class 6th, which makes me around 11 years old.
Wow, that's very little.
Yeah, very little, yes.
Yeah.
I was 11 or 12 years old.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was in company of, such great legend, my
Esteemed.
Guruji. Yeah. So, so I started accompanying him. Of course, in the beginning, I used to be always in my harmonium singing. I was never bothered by anything was happening around.
Yeah.
But then later, slowly, I started observing what is happening around, how he's teaching to everyone. So he had a good name in the city. So all the colleges used to call him for youth festivals.
Yeah.
And he used to teach everywhere in all the youth festivals.
And
So-
that meant you traveled quite a bit as well.
Yeah, of course. So my routine was from school on his bike. I used to go in my school uniform to all the colleges,
Oh my
and
gosh.
by 8 p.m. I used to come back home. I used to do my homework, and then of course, then again next day we used to go early morning in one college. So from 6 a.m. the day used to start
Yeah.
in those times.
Sure.
So it was crazy, but I used to just love it so much.
Yeah.
I used to enjoy it. But yeah, every college, the another tal of Kathak, another style of group dance. So there used to be 2 dances always for each college.
Okay.
One group dance, which used to be a folk
Okay.
dance, and one Kathak, but different tals for different colleges, but because they used to compete with each other.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how I was introduced to dance for the first time.
Mhm.
So I used to observe a lot, and one day, I think I started liking those bowls.
Yeah.
All these. So I started loving those bowls, and always whoever was on tabla.
Mhm.
So I always used to tell him, please teach me some small tihai which
Yeah.
I can speak. So
Because it
I can
sounds
recite.
nice, no?
Yeah, it
It's
sounds so
beautiful.
nice.
Mm.
To me, it was like honey.
Yeah.
I could listen to it all the
All
time.
day. Yeah.
Yeah. And one day Guruji was teaching something on stage,
Mm.
and I was just trying to copy in the wings.
And he
That's
caught you
when-
copying?
and that's when I don't know what I was doing. Something wrong only. But he noticed me,
Mhm.
and next day he came to my parents, and he said, I think he has that spark which I'm looking for. So I want to teach him dance also.
Yeah.
That's when my parents said, Guruji, he's your student. Whatever you want to make him, just make him.
Wow.
So that's when, I always thank my parents for that day, because, I was in Punjab, and a Punjabi boy in a Punjabi family, it is very difficult for a parent to say, okay, learn Kathak.
Go down.
We are
Yeah.
Gungrus.
Yeah.
So it was really, my parents are blessing. Everyone parents are blessing.
No, of course.
But, they never opposed.
Yeah.
Because in Punjab, they could have said, learn Bhangra, but don't do Kathak.
Yeah, but I mean,
Right?
in most cultures, right, they kind of stop boys from dancing.
Yes.
Boys don't dance,
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, hats off to your parents for
Yeah.
allowing you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's how my journey in dancing started. And rest is, rest,
History. Yeah. Rashi, where did your Kathak journey begin?
So, fortunately,
Mm.
my parents used to, every time I used to, in the summer vacations of my school, I
Mm.
used to go to another dance classes,
Yeah.
like 15 days workshops
Summer
or something,
camps,
summer
like-
camps
Oh,
kind of thing.
Nice.
So, I was finding a summer camp. I got, I think, far from my home.
Mm.
I got to know some of the summer camps,
Yeah.
but then very near to my house, I got an school. I got a school there, Rising Star School.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know why I was not happy with that summer vacation, because it was kind of a very small kind of. It was a lesser days there. So my parents admitted me to that workshop.
Okay.
So there was him. I found him in that workshop.
Did you find him or did he
Yeah.
find you?
No,
Yeah, I found her.
See, I found him, then he found me. So it was like that.
So she just came for a workshop where she was just learning some Bollywood routine.
And she
Yeah.
didn't even want to be there, Kumar.
Yeah, she didn't want to be there. And see,
Yeah.
it's all
Everything
his
happens
time.
for a
Destiny,
reason.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was destiny, yes. So,
And I remember the song.
which was
Oh girl,
You're mine.
Oh my
I
goodness.
remember the step.
Oh,
Girl,
girl,
you're mine.
Oh my God. In those summer camps, I used to teach those Bollywood songs,
Fun stuff.
fun
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And that's how I found her. And she was the one who caught my attention. And
Why? What was it about Rashi?
so, always I say, this dance or music, there should be something in you.
The connection.
That should be there. It is not something which you can just learn it. You have to have something, and then you can learn it.
Yeah.
Of course, that rhythm should be there. That spark of an artist should be there, and then you can learn it. Of course. And I found something in her. I saw that spark, that rhythm sense in her. So I loved that, and I talked to her grandmother. She used to
Yeah.
she used
She
to
used to
come.
drop me there.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I told her that she got something. I want to teach her Kathak, not this.
Yeah.
So
And did your grandmother just agree then?
Of course, they were so happy about it, and
Oh.
the next day, I left that summer vacation
Yeah.
and got to his personal class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
it was not near my home, it was far away, quite far.
Yeah.
But my dadi used to every day go with me and take
Oh.
me back from there. She used to sit there, see me dancing.
What a sweet dadi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
She's
yeah,
so
the
supportive.
first dance class was not that near.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, of course, that is far from my house also, from
Yeah.
all of
Yeah.
theirs house
So we
also.
used to live in one society, one
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
It was 5 minutes away from.
But
his place.
then I shifted my school to the same venue of that same school, Rising Stars.
Oh,
So I used to take my classes there.
okay.
So that was my dance school for so long. But yeah, that's when I found all of them.
Yeah.
And I think it's been only 6-7 months when I thought of going to a reality show. So that was the first time, because all of them were learning, all of them were kids. I was also a kid. So
You're all kids just
you were
learning
all kids,
together.
yeah, learning together. So that's when I saw that that advertisement on TV that there is a dance reality show for groups
Yeah.
for dance crews. So that's when I realized, let's try. And I was finding a way, how can I present Kathak in a dance TV reality show?
Yeah.
Because before that it never happened,
Yeah.
I could not see any classical dancer on such big platform.
Yeah.
So if they came also, they didn't do.
And they didn't last as long.
Yeah, no, they didn't do only the classical dances.
Okay.
Yeah, I will not say there was no Kathak, but there was Kathak. They used to say that Kathak, but that was never Kathak.
Yeah, pure
When
Kathak.
they used to present on TV, it was always something like Mujra or something like that.
Yeah.
It was never in its form.
Pure,
there.
Natural.
pure
Yeah.
art
Kathak.
form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought of doing it. I said, how should I do it? And in those times, there were hardly you could find studios where you can dub your voice, tabla, pakawaj on it.
Yeah.
Now you can find the sound setups, music setups at every house.
Yeah.
But in those times, I'm talking about 2010 when I planned to do this.
Yeah.
So, in my connection, I found a music studio in Jalandhar.
Yeah.
One hour. It's a 1 hour distance
From you.
from my place. So I found a studio there. Of course, my friend Jazim Sharma is my elder brother also. I call him my elder brother. So he helped me to make a soundtrack on which it was a Bollywood song.
Yeah.
I could add my Kathak tukdas in it, todas in it, and tabla pakhawaj in it.
Yeah.
We recorded for the first time, and that's how we made first Kathak Fusion track.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So you just wanted to create something different. You wanted to show Kathak in another way.
Because
what was?
sorry.
No.
Please complete.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna ask, what was your aim? Like, how did the idea of fusion come about? What was your thought process?
Okay, so there was no aim of mine because I was too young for that. Now I have.
Now
aim.
you were time you were experimenting. Okay.
That time, I just wanted to present an art form to which I have given my 5, 6, 7 years. Because I didn't know anything other than Kathak.
Yeah.
I was best at it. I had confidence in that, and I didn't know how to present it on TV, on national platform, because all the dancers I could not take live musicians with me, right?
Of course not.
Because that's not allowed.
Yeah.
So I was just finding a way to present the art form, which I have, learnt, and I have made them do. Most of them, they came to learn Bollywood, and I just.
You just taught them Kathak.
No,
Yeah, I said no, do Kathak. This is the art form you should do. Okay, so that's what I just wanted to present my art form on that stage, and I've just found a way to present it.
Yeah.
So, but I never knew that it's going to, change the scenario. It's going to change.
It's going to become a craze and change the Kathak narrative in the world, not
Oh
just
my God.
in
Also
South, not
a
just in
bigger
India.
audience.
Yeah, it's reached the entire world, right?
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy. Why have you stuck with him? Because you initially you went to do Bollywood, right?
Yeah.
At that Sunrise Kids place.
Of course, now
Yeah.
it is more fascinating. He has
Okay.
made it so fascinating
Okay.
and so interesting.
So you
to the
enjoyed
younger
Tate.
audience.
So you enjoyed it, Tate.
Yeah. So I am doing Bollywood and Kathak all together.
all together.
So what can be more fortunate?
Yeah, I agree, 100%. That's amazing,
Yes.
Rashi.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
and you said the reason for that was that the fact that you wanted to just present it on a stage. How could you present Kathak
Yeah.
differently on a stage?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then where to from there, Kumar? How did you was Kathak Rockers had it already been formed by then? And yeah, has
Okay, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
We should continue the journey. I
yeah
think,
the
right?
journey. I like the story.
Okay.
And Rashi, fit yourself in.
Yeah.
It is different from the love stories in Bollywood, right?
Yeah.
We have got something interesting.
Very, yeah, I love it.
I can make a Bollywood movie.
I think so.
With this story.
After you
actually.
do your second Kathak Rocker show in South Africa, now we'll do a story.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll tell you. Yeah, we were in Chak Dum Dum. We were in the auditions.
Yeah.
We were in Delhi. I thought we are just going. I told them we are just going for experience.
A trip.
We are going for a trip. So don't expect that we'll be selected in the show. But yeah, we crossed Delhi round. They called us in Mumbai. Okay, so while filling the form, I didn't know what to write. They said name of the crew. I didn't know what to write. What to write? We just came. Okay, so I just knew Kathak. Okay, we are a Kathak group. Now, my best friend Sanjeev Sablok. So he gave the name to my dance class,
Yeah.
which was Rockers Villa.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it was Rockers Villa.
Yeah.
So he gave that name, and I thought, okay, so Rockers Kathak. Okay, let's write Kathak Rockers. That's how the name came from. Okay, so that's when the name came, Kathak Rockers. So I just wrote it, and they also loved the name so much. The channel people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we crossed Delhi round, and then they called us in Mumbai. Then again, I told them, okay, you are going to
It's
Mumbai.
again a trip.
It's again a trip.
Second trip.
It's a second trip.
Check Dum times 2.
Yeah. And there was a little girl, of course, now she's fully grown. Astha was there. And I told her, Beta, don't get disappointed. I don't know if we'll be selected or not, but I will take you to SL World, okay, if we don't get selected.
Aw.
Okay, she made a plan in her mind already. But we were selected. we came in top 12.
Wow.
Of from all over India. It was crazy, oh my god, for us. So we thought our life is going to change now. So next day she came to the production guy. We were
Supposed to
supposed
go-
to go to SL World, but we are selected now.
Is this now little Astha? Is this
Astha, yeah.
Oh, shame.
She was like, oh, now we are selected. She was so sad about it because she couldn't go to SL World.
Oh, shame.
But yeah, anyways. And next day we went for the, what was that? Press conference of the show
Yeah.
in Tajlands and one of the prestigious hotels in Mumbai.
Yeah.
So we thought, now we are stars. Now our life is changed. But unfortunately, the TRP of the show was not that great.
Oh.
And Astha only asked, after the show, she asked to me, sir, why no one is recognizing us on roads?
Oh, shame. Does Astha still dance with you today?
No, unfortunately not, because she was more into studies later.
Okay.
And yeah,
You mean to say we are not a good student?
No, I mean, it's just
Yeah,
her
it
parents
was, yeah,
wanted her to.
priorities.
Her parents wanted her to concentrate more on studies,
Studies.
Yeah.
than on dancing. Um, so yeah, we did that reality show. We were there till top 7 of the show.
Yeah,
Top 7, top 6?
Top 7.
Top 7, yeah.
that's amazing.
And yeah, that was good. I mean, I didn't expect, but of course, I got that experience of doing a dance reality show for the first time.
Yeah,
And we were shooting for 3 months in Mumbai.
sure.
We were rehearsing day and night. I got to know how it works,
Yeah.
the industry. And that's when I realized that this is my place. I want to be in Mumbai. I want to settle here. So
Was it then as well that you realized that Kathak Fusion was the type of dance for you as opposed to pure Kathak?
Um, I still had questions because in that show, it was definitely appreciated. That's why they took us in top 12.
Yeah.
But still, that thing was there, the priority was other dance forms, Bollywood or hip hop or
Yeah.
contemporary.
Mm.
So, even from my crew, 2, 3 dancers left because they wanted to learn new dance forms.
Yeah.
I also got confused. I was so mesmerized by the other styles. I didn't know what to do. But always I heard voice of my heart that it just loves Kathak so much
Yeah.
that I cannot do any other art
Move
form.
away from it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just continued my Kathak journey. 2, 3 people left from the crew and they started learning other art forms.
Yeah.
But still I said no, I want to continue with Kathak. And but of course after the show I learned so many new things because I was fusing Kathak so much, so I had a more bigger vision to it.
Yes.
Now I knew how to make my tracks
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. And it all comes with experience.
Of course, it all
Yeah.
comes with experience.
Mm.
So, 2011, the show ended,
Yeah.
and I came back to Punjab. I told my parents I want to go to Mumbai and I want to study there, I want to settle there. They said, okay, finish your graduation here. So, to finish my graduation, I had to be there for more 3 years.
So what were you studying?
I was studying in 12th standard that time when we did the show.
Yeah.
And
How standard? That's
Yeah.
still a kid, right?
yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah. So then for 3 years I completed my graduation there. But all the 3 years I was teaching in youth festivals. By that time my Guruji was not there.
Yeah.
So I was teaching in the colleges. All the colleges where Guruji used to go, they started calling me.
And were you teaching pure Kathak?
Of course,
Yeah.
in college, youth festival,
Mm.
we have to have one solo
Yeah.
classical dance. Of course, I always used to teach Kathak,
Mm.
and one in group dance, we always used to do folk dance other than Punjabi dance,
Yeah.
like so any folk other than Punjabi folk.
Okay.
So that was the category I used to teach.
Okay.
So that's how I got to, I got to research about other folk dances, so many folk dances,
Yeah.
because I used to have 3, 4 colleges every year.
Sure.
And every year I used to teach different folk dance in different college.
Yeah.
So, and a different tal of Kathak in every college. So that's how my creativity started.
Broadened.
Yeah, broadened, yes.
Mm.
So, so I had my partner Jayant Patnaik with me. He was also my Guruji student, but
Okay.
tabla student.
Okay.
So he was on tabla. He was always used to handle rhythm. I used to handle dance part. Because of course rhythm is a
Integral
equal
part.
part, right?
Mm.
So we used to make all the material for Kathak in different tals,
Yeah.
and we used to experiment with the rhythm patterns of different folk dances. So yeah, it was beautiful thing. The whole year I used to prepare for those youth festivals,
That's
and
amazing.
Then I used to teach all the material to all the colleges. It was a great experience. I was a kid, and all those big girls, boys, college girls, boys.
We're learning from you.
Yeah. So
Tell
they
me
used-
something. I have a question for you. What were you studying?
So basically, after 10th, after metric, after 10th standard,
Yeah.
we decide a stream. Okay. So again, that was a changing moment for me, changing moment of my life. So what happened then? All my friends, they took science, medical, commerce, and I was thinking, what should I do? So in my school, they
What
were,
a dilemma.
yeah.
Kathak dancer
Yeah.
Kumar Sharma.
What
What
should
do
I
we
do?
study?
Yeah. So all my friends, they took those.
Yeah. Very
And
streams.
also
academic.
he used to be a topper of the school.
Yeah, I was very good in
Yeah,
studies.
he was
So all my
great.
relatives were like, you should be a doctor, you should be engineer, you should be this
All
and
those
that.
top. Yeah.
Yeah. So I also got confused. What should I do? So I thought, okay, so I had to change my school if I wanted to take dance or music as subjects. So there is a humanity group, arts group,
Yeah.
where of course you have to study the compulsory subjects, which is in Punjab University.
Yeah.
It is
English.
English,
And
Punjabi,
Punjabi, Hindi.
Hindi. No, not Hindi.
No, basic subjects.
Yeah, so basically, in my school, where I did finally my arts, English, economics, and political science. These were the subjects, compulsory subjects.
Core subjects. Yeah.
And rest 2 subjects you can choose. So I chose music and dance, of course, music, vocal, and Kathak as my subjects.
Yeah.
So for that, I had to change my school.
Oh.
So all my friends, I have to say bye to them.
Yeah.
School friends, So I got confused. One day I just thought, I will go to commerce. I will not take arts
Yeah.
because there were no boys. Hardly 4 or 5 boys were there in my whole class. 50 students class and only 4 or 5 boys. And those were also the boys, who were
More.
either they got very less marks or they were just promoted. They got so I was like, am I that bad in studies? Should I take arts or not? So I got really confused. But yes, I have my uncle. He actually inspired me. He said, you should go ahead with a passion. So whatever you do, you should put just 100% heart into it.
Yeah. You must love it.
Yeah. So then my mother said, now you have changed your school for your passion. Now I don't think so you should change your stream again.
Yeah.
You should continue arts.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
no turning back.
There's no turning back.
Yeah.
So my mother said this to me and I said, okay, I will continue with arts. And I took arts as my stream and
So you're busy studying and now you're dancing. So how many hours a day do you devote to dancing while you're studying?
so basically I didn't know, what I'm going to become in my
Yeah.
future.
Okay.
Till 10th.
Okay.
Yeah, till 10th standard. But I was just so passionate. I just used to practice a lot because it was my
A
passion.
few hours. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember sometimes, with the tap of my feet, I used to do around 1 a.m. in the night. My mom used to say, now sleep.
Because
And let
I
us
need
sleep.
to sleep. Yeah.
Because it was just my passion and I didn't realize how much I'm practicing, but I used to practice a lot.
Yeah.
And my father gave me internet when I was very young, so that's also that really helped me.
Yeah.
And I knew what level should I achieve, and that's how I started following my inspirations.
And
I
that's
always
where-
say,
That's obviously where you got your standards from as well. Because
of course,
yeah, your
Of
standards
course.
are pretty high.
yeah.
So
I
that's
found
amazing.
my inspirations Vidalal ji and Aditi Mangalas ji from internet, and I just used to watch them whole day sitting like this. So I just used to wait when I can finish my homework and go and watch their videos. So it was my routine.
Yeah.
And after death of my Guruji, I used to read his books, whatever he left at my home.
Yeah.
And I used to always read the practical side of the book where they have all the bowls written.
Yes.
And
The fun side.
I remember all those. I read so many books. That's
Yeah.
how my theory got strong. And I always used to take their one theory class in a
In
week.
a week.
Yeah.
Once in a week.
Yeah.
Once in a week, always they had theory class because I wanted them to. So many answers. I used to go through so many books and I used to find one answer of my question. So I always wanted, to tell them everything.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
that you knew you wanted to give
Yeah,
to them.
because whatever I learned in 10 years, I didn't want them to take that long.
Such time.
Yeah.
I wanted
To push them
teach.
as far as you
Yeah,
could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rashi, you were so young when you started dancing with Kumar, right? You were
Yeah.
12.
Yeah. 11, 12.
And how did you balance dancing and school?
We used to have 1 hour class that time.
Yeah,
So
every
it was
day?
not it was not difficult for me to
Every day, yes.
catch up my studies along with dance.
Okay.
So he used to practice a lot, but it was that time I used to do dance as my hobby. It wasn't like that it will be like full-time job for me or my profession will become a dancer.
Yeah.
So I was doing it as a hobby. So it wasn't difficult to balance the studies and dance.
So
that
at,
time.
at that time it was a hobby. Now?
Now it is
do
a
you do-
full-time dance. Nothing else I can think about doing.
So is everybody in your Kathak Rockers group, do they all dance full time with you?
Yes,
Yes.
they are
How
all
many-
full-time dancers.
How many hours
And
a
you will be surprised to know
Yeah.
2 of our group members have done MBA.
Yeah.
And then come to dance.
And one double MBA.
Yeah. One double MBA, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many hours a day do you guys practice for?
At least 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
4-5 hours. At least. Yes.
4 or 5 hours a
Yeah,
day.
a day.
That must be.
Whenever I am in Punjab.
Yeah.
Because, they are very naughty, all of them. If I'm not there, they will not
No,
rehearse.
no practice.
No.
Yeah.
No, we do, sir.
Sometimes if a show is there,
Yeah.
if they have a date, on this date we have to perform here, then of course everyone will do practice, right? You are not the only ones. But in regular days, if I'm not there, they are not going to rehearse. I have to be there, then they rehearse.
Oh,
Yeah.
naughty Rashi.
Not only her,
I know.
all
it's
of them are
everybody.
like this.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to choreography, do you have a process?
I think it just comes by Krishna's grace.
Yeah.
And he never does it like, from home or something.
Yeah.
He'll choreograph on the spot, yeah.
I saw on the day in the workshop as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A lot of the
exactly.
things he was just working on. I
Yeah.
was like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just do it there because
Yeah, sorry. Is it based on is it based on the way you feel at that point of time?
yes,
Is
yes,
it?
you're right.
Okay.
I always feel at the point, whatever the feelings are there in a dancer,
Yeah.
in a choreographer, he will emote it better than do it do it at home first and
Yeah.
then
and
choreograph it
teach.
before and then teach. No, I don't do this.
Yeah.
I just do it on spot with all of them.
But
Sometimes,
I must
I
say,
just
sir, your feelings are very, complicated.
Very very fast paced.
a little.
oh my
Because we used to, it is my point of view. And
Yeah.
I think other group members also have the same point of view.
Yeah.
Sometimes we feel like stucking our arms in themselves only. It's so like, round, 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 round.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
move from the workshop that went
That-
round, 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 round. And I was just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it is very much fun. Even it is very difficult for us too, and we challenge ourselves too.
I feel
Till
a lot
now.
better hearing that, Rashi, because it was a very difficult workshop this
Yeah.
past weekend. Yeah. Does Kumar ever give you guys an opportunity to choreograph?
Yes. Now,
Yeah?
whichever routine, you look, just say we are supposed to do some solo. So he'll not choreograph for us. He'll ask us to choreograph for yourself, and then whatever changes to be made, he'll make that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it encourages us also to use our mind, creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And grow you as a dancer and a
Exactly,
choreographer.
yes.
That's amazing. I love that.
Mm.
Where to from here for Kathak Rockers, Kumar? You've gone around the world. I don't know where else you want to go, but I mean,
No,
where?
I think I'm living my dream.
Yeah, you
So
are.
it was always my dream to, present Kathak everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
With Kathak Rockers, which is happening now, and I just can't, I just can't wish for more from God.
Yeah.
I just want this to keep happening. This is what I wanted, and I just thank Krishna for everything that he has.
And whenever he is in our city, I mean Ludhiana,
Yeah, in Ludhiana.
our parents will say that now you are adopted. Go. We know you are just going to get home while sleeping. That's it. You are coming home to sleep and you will wake up in the morning and
You'll
you'll
be
leave.
gone. Yeah.
So you are now an adopted child.
Oh, shame.
Yeah.
So how often do you guys go home?
No, we go home.
Yeah.
Like
They
we
go every day,
come-
but
yeah.
just to sleep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're dancing practically all day.
Yeah, all day, and then
12 to 7. So we have good 2 hours of like picnic.
Picnic break
in which we
in
have
between.
lunch and coffee.
Yeah.
You know his coffee love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes after practice also we go for coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guys, I mean, you've performed so much now on different stages all over the world. Rashi, is there a memorable moment or a memorable performance that you can tell us about?
Every show has its own memory.
Mm.
Even I remember one time there was a show in Kolkata and we were having food and they called our name on the stage.
And you're still
we
eating?
No, we just left eating and we went to the stage like doing we were doing it.
I told the
literally.
organizer, please tell us 10 minutes before.
Yeah, 5 minutes prior.
And that was a corporate show. So, sometimes they also don't know. But at least 10 minutes before they know, right?
Yeah.
When the performers are going to perform.
And also a show in Kochi when it rained so
oh
heavily.
my God, yeah.
Yeah.
And it got rain and the water got
2
to the
feet
stage.
level. Yeah,
Stage level.
2 feet level of water
Yeah,
we got.
the
Oh, crazy.
stage, every sound system was synced in
Oh,
the water.
no.
Literally to the 3 feet water.
Yeah.
Then we performed inside.
Yeah,
Inside
and
some
then
hall.
they said now what to do. They requested us, can we do it? It was Taj property.
Yeah.
So they requested us. There is a small banquet where we have small speakers. So I didn't know the speakers are going to be that
That
small. So literally we were singing the song and dancing.
Yeah. And we were laughing, literally.
We were laughing while
shame.
performing.
It's been years together, no? So we have got an understanding. We come to know like he'll just do and we understand
Yeah.
what he means to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, everyone loved our performances. But I was not happy. But at least okay. I just said okay, put the volume full. I thought maybe they
It
have
wasn't
half the
full.
volume.
Yeah.
But they said it is full. I said okay, then we'll sing and perform.
Oh, shame.
Yeah. We have so many memorable. Though
I
these
think,
are the
you were right. Every show has different memory.
different memory.
Oh, that's amazing. And Kumar, you've now you've been on so many reality shows and you've got to meet so many celebrities on them. Is there anybody in particular that you really wanted to meet or you still want to meet?
I always say, whenever I meet her, it's a fanboy moment every time. When I saw her for the first time in Devdas, I still remember the song Kahe Chhedche.
Yeah.
And that's when, I thought this is the same art form which my Guruji teaches in colleges. That time I was just into singing and I used to accompany as a background singer. I thought this is the same art form, right? Which Guruji teaches in colleges. So that actually fascinated me a lot. And that's how, I started observing my Guruji's style and what he's teaching.
Yeah.
So my first inspiration definitely is Madhuri ma'am. Madhuri Dixit, of course, she is just amazing.
The
She's
most
epitome
graceful.
of grace.
Yeah.
You know, whenever I see her, I meet her, it is always a fanboy moment for me. But she is just so sweet, as amazing, as amazing as human as she is
Yeah.
performer. She's artist. She's so good. She is so good, so humble, and yeah, I was on, on next. I was just in
Top of the world.
top of the world when she said, I love your dancing.
Yeah.
I have become fan of yours, and that was the best time
Yeah.
of my life. During Dance Divane, she said, I loved your style, I love your chakkars, I love your footwork. Oh my God. I used to just, in 2-3 episodes, I just can't recall what she said, because I was just looking at her.
You were mesmerized.
Yeah, I was just mesmerized. Everything was
Going
here.
over your head. Yeah.
But oh my God, whenever I talk about her, I just
Go to another
I'm
world.
lost. I'm lost every time. But she's just so amazing.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
How was your experience in South Africa?
Oh my God. Okay, so it was so amazing. I have to tell, amazing people. They are so warm. Okay, I am always, I've been, and I will always be thankful to Varsha ji and Jazzy Masala for bringing me here, because the first time I came, it's one of my best trips, and now it's added to that. The
That was
second
in
time I came.
First time was 2019.
2019,
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
Okay.
So it was so a good experience, It's a beautiful program.
Yeah.
We were talking about this before interview also, right? So this development program, it is so amazing. So she auditioned all the dancers from South Africa. She selects her top 10, and then she starts working with them 6 months before the show.
Yeah.
And we come here 1 week before the show. We teach them our acts, and then they have their acts, we have our acts, and we have some acts which we perform together on stage.
Yeah.
So it is just in 2019 it was amazing experience. It was going to happen again in March 2020, but COVID.
Yeah. Everything came to a standstill.
Yeah. I remember, so 19th March, I think. Yeah, 19th March, we were supposed to be here. 19th morning, we had flight to catch, and 18th night, she
Lockdown.
called and said, I think they are going to close the borders, so we should not do this workshop.
Yeah.
And 21st March was the lockdown.
Yeah.
And because she said it's not happening, that's how I went back to Punjab from Mumbai
Yeah.
on 20th March. I said, okay, I have 4 or 5 free days, I'll go to Punjab. And I'm so thankful to Krishna ji that I went to Punjab, because if I was in Mumbai,
Would you have been stuck in Mumbai?
Yeah.
I would have been stuck there, and
That
I
too
could
for
have
so long.
Yeah, I could have done nothing then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we made Trinad in lockdown. We
Oh.
did
Yeah.
4 seasons of online workshops,
Wow.
and it was so good. I mean, for everyone it was so difficult, but of course for us also it was difficult. But this online thing made it so lively.
Yeah.
We had all the time, for those 15 days we had a wedding at our house. Going up, down.
Yeah, we do.
Oh my God, all of them, they used to come
Yeah.
at my place, and it was just amazing experience for
Yeah.
me. I did so much riyaz because I was fortunate. I had a studio upstairs my house,
Oh.
so
Good.
I did so much riyaz. I cleaned my dance a lot. We made a full production 2 hours show, Trinad,
Wow.
in lockdown.
Yeah.
So that was only possible because I was in Punjab.
Sure.
Yeah.
What message do you both have for South African dancers?
So whatever I have observed, I could see that hunger of learning in them, even
Yeah.
when I taught for this workshop also. Um, See, they are doing their best, whatever they can, because whatever I observed here, they cannot be full-time dancers,
Of course
right?
not. Yeah.
They have to do some other work with dancing,
Yeah.
and they have to follow their passion parallelly, which is not like India. So I cannot tell them, you should do riyaz, you should do for at least 2 hours. But I will just suggest, um, you know, this art form is something which is which asks for practice in a routine. You cannot just do it once in a week and do it for 3 hours. Don't do it. At least do it half an hour, but do it every day.
Yeah.
If not half an hour, okay, 15 minutes.
Yeah. At least the
Give,
start.
give at least to start, give 15 minutes to your body
Yeah.
so that it can do at least riyaz of tatkar and chakkars every day. And then you start feel light on your feet, because this is not something you will get by just doing riyaz of once in a week. No.
Yeah.
You will not be able to compete with the level which is there in the world.
standard. Yeah. I agree.
So yeah, that's what I want to tell them, all of them.
Thank
That's
you
it.
for that. Rashi, sorry.
What can I say? Just same what he said. It is a very time-consuming art, At the same time, you have to work with your hands, with the feet. So full coordination of body is needed. So
And mind.
yeah,
Mind,
Yeah.
yes.
yeah.
Mind,
course.
body, soul.
Everything.
Everything has to be there together to make it happen. Because, mind is working. Okay, where is the sum? Which count we are on?
Yeah.
Okay. And padant is going on. Okay. And then hands are working. Footwork is there. You have to balance while spinning. So there are 100 things which are working.
Yeah.
And your mathematics has to be very strong.
Yeah. Which mine is not.
So I've just done that workshop with you guys, and I mentioned to you that it was for me such a humbling experience. But a little bit more than that. So a few months ago, I was interviewed on my own podcast,
Oh, wow.
and I was asked the
Who
question.
did that?
Monty, actually.
Okay.
And
Hello,
Monty had asked me, who is my favorite Kathak choreographer?
Okay.
And I said, you, Kumar
Whoa.
Sharma.
Okay, thank you.
2 or 3 weeks later, Varsha had posted on social media that there's a Kathak Rockers workshop. And I was like, oh my goodness, the universe is listening to me. I'm finally, dreams are coming true, everything is happening. And so even when I came to the workshop, I said to her, I may not be able to dance the standard that I'm expected to maybe, but just being here and dancing amongst yourself and Rashi was like a dream come true for me.
So sweet. Thank you.
But this today, this is like, I don't even know what to say. This is such a surreal experience for me.
So sweet.
I feel like I need to pinch myself to
Oh.
to kind of feel that it is real, and I'm very honored, and it's such an absolute pleasure having you in my home, in my studio, and thank you for sharing this interview with me. I'm so appreciative, and I love what you guys do, and
So sweet.
please continue rocking.
Thanks
Thank
to
you so much.
too.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks
thanks
for
to
calling
you
us
for
here.
calling us here.
And it was a very good experience because we could able to share and we relive those moments, right?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
when
Relive.
tell
And it's
you.
beautiful, and I even feel it. I wasn't even there.
Yeah. So it was a very good experience. Thank you. And again, thanks to Varsha ji who brought me here, and
100%.
it was possible.
Yeah, to make everything possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
Well, I guess dreams do come true. Thank you for joining me on today's podcast with Nanz. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment box below, as well as follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, as well as Spotify. I'll see you guys next time.